Hey guys, welcome back. Wednesday, hump day. We're gonna go over today's warm-up, which is a Tabata. Remember, Tabata is 20 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest. So we'll be at each station twice as we go through these different pieces here. So first off, we're gonna go to single arm plank. So remember, when you're doing your single arm plank, widen out your base a bit, top of the plank. So what you wanna do is counterbalance yourself so you're not like this. So push aggressively through the planted arm and then the opposite leg. So single arm plank. So you should look like you got both arms down even though you're switching. So you're gonna do 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest on one side, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest on the other. Next up, we got alternating lateral lunges. So for these, you have a wide base, push aggressively with the extended leg, break at the hip and the knee, pull back, left, right, just like so. So 2 times through that station, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Next up, we got side plank. So for these, off the elbow or off the hands, whichever variation you want, push up through the elbow to the floor, hips high. You can make it harder, whichever variations you want to do. You can also go off the hands. 2 times through on either side. Next up, we got air squats. Easy breezy air squats. Remember, feet outside shoulders, 3 points of contact in the foot, big toe, pinky toe, and heel. Grabbing the ground so you arch up, knees out, chest up, break parallel, up. Stay nice and upright. Just to warm up, okay? 2 times through that station. Next up, we got hollow hold. So for hollow holds, we'll start off on our back. I like to start with the chin to the chest, hips in line with the knee, knees in line with the ankle, legs slightly apart. What you're gonna do is push your belly button to the floor and take the small of your back out. Push the obliques out. From here, you can start going forward to increase your leverage and make it harder. Getting to this point, eventually to here, eventually if you want to get to rocks. So you'll be at each station, or this station rather, twice, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Next, we got plank shoulder taps. So back into your plank or front leaning rest. Shoulder taps, always pressing through opposites so the hips don't shift. You shouldn't look like this when you're doing your plank shoulder taps. Maintain control 2 times through. Next up, we got V-ups. Back on the floor, reach for the ankles. The hardest part of this is the reaching part, so make sure you reach for these. So as you're coming up, just like so. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 2 times through. Next up, we got bear crawl. So for these, pretty much a straight leg movement, hands towards the feet as you're walking through. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 2 times through. Next up, we got frog jumps. So think about aggressively pushing through the ground with locked out arms and bringing your feet to your hands. So as you're coming through. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 2 times through. Next up, we got wall climb. So for those of you who are good at these wall climbs, you can just kick up and walk up the distance that you're able to. So you can modify it from here, just coming up whatever you can, and then back out. Otherwise, you come up all the way, and then all the way down, always pressing through the floor and actually walking down. Otherwise, you can also do these on a box or an elevated surface, whatever you have available to you. Bike out, just to get used to pressing through on those. So 2 times through, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. That's your warm up for today. Our skill pace for today is online. It's a video that I posted for Olympic lifting. It's gonna be snatch work with a PVC pipe or with a broom handle. So please go through that to keep up your skills and don't lose anything with those positions and patterns. Next up, we got some functional bodybuilding for the day. So in the WOD, I got B1, B2, C1, C2. If you see the same letter in concurrent numbers, it's meant to be supersetted. So you'll superset these 2 movements. So the first one's R&T split squats. So R&Ts, you're gonna take a band. And if you don't have a pole, you can have a partner hold it, or you can put something around this and put it in the door and close it. That way it stays there. So basically you want to line it up about the height of your knee. Now, from here what you're going to do, you're going to go across the body. So you want this to pull you in, so you forcibly push out to create awareness and strength in keeping those knees out. So basically you'll get yourself in a split squat position, and you're just going to go up and down. You can use a dumbbell for this, whatever you have available to you, soup cans, backpack, whatever it is, or if nothing, just your body. If you're just doing body weight, make it a little bit harder, create more tension so it forces you out. Stay nice and upright, keeping tension on that back leg and that back butt cheek. That way you're not overloading the front leg. You'll do both sides, 5 to 6 per leg, 3 times through. Next up will be single arm door handle row. So follow me over to the office. As we come down here, guys, just try to think about creative ways that we can do some different movements to get some rowing in. So basically, we all got doors. So you're going to straddle the door, so make sure you're on equal sides of this door, right? Only go down as far as you can maintain, and then pull yourself to the door, control on the way down nice and slow, back up, down nice and slow, just like so. So that way you can use our regular equipment or things we have around the house to get a little bit of our fitness in. As we come back down here towards the whiteboard, we got 2 more pieces. So those first 2 pieces, you'll superset back and forth between the squats and the row. On the rows, you're gonna do 3 sets as well. 3 to 5 reps, 3 seconds down, 2-second pause at the top. Next up, we got dumbbell single leg RDL, so Romanian deadlifts. So for these, the idea, single leg. So if you got 2 of these, it's fine. If not, whichever arm you have it in, the same legs can come off the ground. So keep your chest up, maintain your low back arch. So get to this point where you come down nice and slow. 1, 2, 3. Only as low as you can maintain. Don't lose posture, right? And the idea is come back up without tapping for balance. So 5 to 6 per leg. Nice and slow, both sides. From there, we're going to go to single arm dumbbell bench press, or band press rather. These will be seated, so think about like a Z press. That way you can't use the legs and cheat it. So if you have a dumbbell, great. You'll sit here, so you're going to press up. Bring the elbow to the front on the way down. 1, 2, 3, up. 1, 2, 3, up. So when we don't have a lot of weight, we can increase our time under tension to increase that resistance so we can get more out of it, so that way we're not just using lightweight and not getting any kind of resistance. So if you don't have a dumbbell, you can use a band, right? Just sit on the band, get the tension you want, press up, 1, 2, 3, up, 1, 2, 3. Always bring that elbow in, so we're keeping that close to our midline so we can control it with our center of mass. Don't kind of chicken wing and start throwing the shoulder into too much. We want to use more of the triceps and the lats. From there, we got the WOD. So today's WOD, it's a remake rather than of, I think it's 19.2, one of the open workouts. So what you're going to do is, whatever space you got available to you, you want to mark it out as far as maybe 10 foot, 20 foot, 25 foot lengths, because you're going to do 200 feet in total. So whatever, you want to make sure you do a turnaround of it. Obviously, so don't do all in a row. You need a turnaround at some point. So when we did in the open, I believe we did 25 or 20 foot length. So whatever you got available to you, mark it off. Overhead walking lunges. So remember with these, you're just going to walk lunges. So these are a little bit more difficult for people because of mobility. So make sure you're sucking that shoulder down and back. Right, I go with a neutral instead of forward, so that way you don't rotate frontward or anterior out of socket, keeping that down and back. You're going to step forward, drop the back knee, push up with both legs, go back again, same thing. Now if this is really hard for you, or you don't have anything that's lighter, you can front rack this as well. So same kind of thing, right? As a scale, or if you got a duffel bag or a pot, or a gallon of milk, or whatever you can use for resistance. You can use that for the overhead and for this next piece. From there, you're going to 50 dumbbell box chair step up. So you can put this wherever you want. Use a chair at home if you got one. A lot of you aren't gonna have boxes. So you can hold this dumbbell wherever you want or whatever odd object you're using for weight, and there's alternate step up. So make sure you stand all the way up to the top, back down, alternate legs, use a challenging height. The workout RX is 24 and 20 inches. From there, we're gonna go into strict handstand push-ups. So a couple variations on these. So if you don't have a space to do this, you can just do downward dog style. So basically widen out your feet, walk your hands out in front. If your mobility is an issue, bend your knees. If not, keep them straight. From here, you can just go elbows back, right, 3 points. So we're trying to make a triangle. Our head makes the point, our hands make the base. You're gonna go push through the toes, down, up, through. Push through the toes, down, up, through. I really like this variation that doesn't require much. If not, you can do them on the wall, right? You can kick up, put a pillow down. That way you're not doing any kind of cervical rebound on your spine. All right, kick up, strict, just like so. So scale these as needed. Also, if you had a chair or a box and you wanted to make them harder than a downward dog, but not as hard as off the wall, same kind of thing. Pike yourself up, forward, down, up, through, just like so. Just make sure you put your feet towards the center of the chair so you don't kick the back and kick it over on yourself. From there, we got handstand walk, hold, or bear crawl. So to scale it all the way back, we do a bear crawl just like we were doing the warm-up, right? Do a bear crawl, 200 feet worth, same as the lunges. Or you can do a hold, so you can kick up to your wall for a hold. You can push up this way for a hold, scale it as needed, right? Try to accumulate 2 minutes. Otherwise, if you actually try to want a handstand walk, you can try to handstand walk if you're able to do these. Obviously, you need to get 200 feet. From there, that's it. So the cap for the open was 10 minutes, but I want you guys to finish this. I want you to go all the way through with it. And you got shit else to do. Get on your fitness, work on your aerobic capacity, push yourself a little bit. Otherwise, we're just sitting around on our ass at home, right? At least for the most of us. That's it for today. Nice job on that first workout. I've seen the scores in, that's good. We'll make a leaderboard to see who's in the lead for that as we incorporate the daily challenges in that as well. So keep on the workouts, keep on your fitness. We'll get back to you soon.